So dealing now with the right hand punch on the clamp. Okay, we're not going to be concerned at all with how much lean we have. We're going to try to get that lower sidewall up to the ball as close as we can. Okay? The refs are going to tell you up to but not touching the line. They're not so much focused with that anymore, so we're going to line that ball up, line our bottom sidewall up right on the ball, or as far as they'll let us. Okay, then we're going to get only a 5 to a 10 degree lean so that the top sidewall is slightly already on top of the ball in a clamp. We don't need to get like that. Looks guilty. It's going to get called. It's not going to help our cause. The lineup, we're going to get our ball halfway in the stick. We're not going to put it right up on the throat. Okay. We need to allow for travel of this right hand. It's going to be the primary focus of our clamp. It's the most important part of our clamp. The bulk of my glove is going to first block my opponent's clamp to the point where he's only going to get a half clamp tops. At the same time, my follow through using my full range of motion of my bent arm, getting it completely straight, I'm going to deliver a jab with my glove inadvertently right to his stick head. It's going to push him off his clamp. So if he even had a half clamp to begin with, notice how I'm straight up and down, he's half clamped right on the whistle. I'm pushing him off his clamp and my stick onto the ball at the same time. We'll even give this guy 2/3 of a clamp. He's going to already have it in his stick. He's even going to move his ball stop down so that the ball's further down. Okay, I'm just going to line up legally like that. And from the side, his stick head's way lower than mine. Okay, the ball's basically in his stick. I'm going to right hand punch from the ball lined up right in the middle of my stick. So this is how I would begin. I'm going to right hand punch, and at the very least I've stopped his clamp and brought it back to a 50-50 neutral position, if not to the point where I can pull the ball off his stick right there for the rake. So I'm sliding that hand down the line and in, and that's going to put that ball in my stick. It's going to push his stick away. I should be able to fully clamp. I can plunge. I can do anything I want out of this. It's going to give me the free space where I can come around and put that ball around his stick. Even traditional grip, I still get the bulk of my glove right here. And it's going to be forced right into his pocket. Okay, I got my blockade. At the same time, I'm putting my stick onto the ball with force. I'm getting the ball right down on the ball stop. And I'm also pushing it down the line away from his hands, away from his stick, so that his second effort for recovery is compromised. So the way we're going to rep this out, my partner is standing there, just having his stick at a half clamp. Okay, he's just holding it there, and, not too much pressure. Okay, I'm going to line my stick up halfway with the ball halfway down. Regular face-off stance. Actually, I can do it from resting position, my knee, so I can get lots of reps. Okay, I'm going to bring that right hand forward, just as I would a jab step if I was stepping off the whistle. 45 degrees right towards that guy's front toe. So right towards my opponent. Okay, I'm going to put it back. Going to set it back up. He's going to get in that half clamp again. I'm just repping it out every time. For thinking about a visual target for my opponent's for my glove hand, because the ball is no longer the focal point here visually, and my stick is no longer an entity in my mind right now. When I'm looking at this situation with the two sticks and the ball, my sole focal point and my line of sight and in my head is right under his bottom shooter, right in the heart of his pocket. I'm gonna, just like I would try to punch using my two knuckles of my index finger and middle finger, I'm gonna look to punch right in the middle of his pocket. So I'll have him getting his half clamp, even have his stick where most guys would have it with the stick right on the ball stop. That's even going to make it easier. So the typical opponent, he's already going to have most of his surface area right in front of my surface area. So when I go down the line, I'm blasting his stick right out of the way, getting that ball down the line, away from his stick, away from his recovery, and he is just clamping on top of glove. And I'm getting that out with ease. So if I were to rep this out, it would look like that, right off the ground. Okay, bring my stick into play here. Okay. Get a great right hand punch. Notice I have to come down the line. I want to make contact with the middle of his stick head. I don't just want to make contact going forward at the end. I want my glove in his stick, in his pocket, like he was clamping on the knuckles of my glove. So I got to get down the line. Got to get northeast, up and into that guy's stick.